How do I start with the shadow work? Before I tell you how to do it, welcome to my channel where I peacefully fuck up your illusion of where the truth only hurts when you live a lie. Where the monster is not under your bed, it's all in your head. Let's go in the house. So think of it like this. When a child is afraid of the dark, they like to go sleep with the light on. Go sleep with mom thinking the monster's gonna go away. But they actually just sat in the dark. They will sooner or later find out that nothing's coming to get me. Before they come to that realization, there are going to be some noises that they mind made up. They hear a sound, they automatically think something. For a child to get over that, they got to endure that. No matter how many times mama come and tell them, yo, there's no monster under the bed, their mind is their mind. They may cry, they may trip and complain, but sooner or later, they'll fall asleep. How do we start the shadow work? Turn off all the lights, go to the dark places, sit with that monster for a while. Acknowledge the part about yourself that you do not want to confront. Pay close attention to what annoys you and what upsets you. Also, pay attention to those triggers. If you still have a trigger to something, despite what anybody ever told you, you are not healed from it. I'll give you an example. I have plenty of scars. When you touch those scars, it doesn't hurt, but the scar symbolizes the remembrance of what happened. But if they touch it, and it's still painful to touch, that means the healing process is not complete. That's why it's important to pay attention to the triggers. Connect with that inner child. That's why when you go to therapy, a lot of them will start off with asking you about your upbringing, because a lot of us may not accept this, but a lot of the moves we make is based off the things that we've done before we could ever started thinking for ourselves. Maybe you blame yourself for things that wasn't your fault, or maybe you haven't forgiven yourself for what is your fault. Yeah, shadow work sounds easier said than done. I'll make myself vulnerable. I'm still doing shadow work. Let's talk about how healed I was and how high vibrational I was. But actually, all of that was just to distract myself from doing the work. And that's what a lot of us do. I'm willing to almost bet anything that a lot of us is still having that little boy or girl inside of us that's still screaming and crying from something that happened, but they was told to chill out. Or it's just an unresolved issue. Now that you're an adult, you're abandoning that child right now. Do you remember The Lion King? For those who haven't watched the movie, and for those who have, Simba thought he had something to do with his father's unaliving. Scar told him to run away and never return. And that's what he did. He got grown and he still had a childish mentality. No rules, no responsibility. Until the queen showed up and said, hey, yo, you need to go back. And he says, I'm not the king. Timon and Pumbaa was an escape from himself. They were enabling his childish behavior. Monkey come back, laced him up with wisdom. He said the past, you could either run from it or learn from it. Only then he go back home, face the thing that he been running from, go back, do the shadow work. That was the only way he was able to become king. The Pride Lands would have never been saved if he kept running. Before he had to do all of that, he had to look at his reflection. His father even appeared in the water. To me, that symbolizes the guilt that he holds that he never faced. Face the things that you feel guilty about. Point is get to a level of acceptance, because acceptance is the key to mental freedom. When you get to acceptance, then you know healing is really complete. It's when the scab becomes a scar. And that scar symbolizes the strength. The scar is like the trophy that whatever broke you or tried to break you could not unalive you. If you see me plant a seed, you think I'm burying the seed, and I'm not burying it. I'm planting it. Because in that dirt, dark place, blooms something colorful and beautiful. Because in the shadow, in the darkness, that's where you gain your roots. So you have to plant yourself in that shadow. Don't run to the club with loud music and the lights are dark. Jump into relationships, because the only thing you're going to do is build what they should be in your mind. And if they don't meet the expectations, the unrealistic expectation that you have, you're going to hate them for it, especially if they don't do enough to distract you from you. I know we like going to church, but the loud music, the loud singing, God accepts you as you are, and I forgive you 1,000 times. Don't take that out of context. That does not mean don't do the work. In order to feed the soul, you have to starve the ego. And the ego is built up of a lot of things that we think we are, or the personas that we built, the mask that we put on. And don't be so hard on yourself. We all are human. I've lied, cheated, stolen, manipulated, you name it. Only people that appears to be perfect got the biggest messes in their closet. They're judging you so they can distract themselves from their own noise, so they can avoid doing the shadow work that they need to do. I've even have a violent past. Very violent. I'm still working on me, and if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't even be here making this video right now. Accept what you can't change and do something about the things that you can. We got it backwards, because we focus on the things we can't change and ignore the things we can change. It's going to be intense. It's going to be challenging. and it's going to take some time. It's not overnight. Find the junkiest closet. You're not going to snap your fingers and it's going to be clean. No, you're going to have to go through, sort it out, because everything in that closet don't need to be thrown away. It just need to be put in its proper place. Some of those things, yes, you're going to have to throw it away. But analyze, look at the things that you need, and what you do need or do what you do want, you hold on to. The things that don't serve no purpose, is taking up a lot of room, you throw that away. Follow what I've outlined and I guarantee you'll be successful.